And speaking of your friend, so you're in a nice, healthy, wonderful
Best relationship I've been in
right
my
now.
whole life so far.
And Common is not so common. He's rare, isn't he?
Yeah, he's special. And I call him Rashid.
Rashid. I had a
by his
chance
actual
to
name.
observe you two together. And I think that, Rashid has been with some really heavy hitters in the past, but they weren't funny. And so I feel like you
Yes,
bring him.
you've been with some funny women.
Well, okay. I think Erica can probably be funny sometime.
Erica is hilarious, and
Yeah.
Regina's hilarious.
How did I not get none of that? Okay, anyway, too late now. But yeah, I got a chance to observe you too, and I just think that you bring a light to him that he's very appreciative of.
And he brings a light to me that I'm super appreciative of. Like, I've never been in a relationship with a man where it didn't feel like a competition, where it didn't feel like I need to dim my light, I need to be smaller for him.
Oh, and
like
then remember you were telling me about the commercial, the commercial y'all did for the
for
online
Bumble?
dating thing for Bumble. And you said that was sort of like what you guys were going through. As you was out of town, he was out of town, you're going back and forth, and you had to get your Bumble on for a while.
Yeah, get our Bumble on.
So what does he think about your hair?
When I cut it all off and he saw it, he was like, "You look so beautiful." He's like, "Tiffany, you look amazing, like a queen. Like, you're so beautiful." And I was like, "Thank you."
Do you feel liberated now that you're not you can still put on wigs for work.
Right. I feel like I've always felt liberated, but now I feel like there's less stress.
Get up, 2 hours, got to do your hair.
Yeah, got to do all this stuff to my hair or braid it down and it's super tight. Now I got a headache, or they're pulling it in a bun and it's super tight. Like, I'm loving my little fat head. Like, I got a little meat head.
Word on the street was that you did it for a movie, but you really didn't.
I didn't do it for no movie. I did it for me. I did it because I've always wanted to, like, my whole thing is like, God put us here to learn. I feel like God put us here to make the earth better, right? And to learn yourself. I feel like it's about, because once I turned 40, I realized people really don't give a fuck about you. They really care about themselves. Everybody's in it for themselves. And if they care about you, it's because how you make them feel. It's always about themselves. And so if I know me really well, right? Nobody can tell me about me. Nobody can paint this picture about me because I know me. And if I can wake up every day and look at myself in the mirror and be like, "I love you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm here for you," then it's a great thing. But how do you, I wanted to know me from head to toe. I know where all my moles are, right? I know where every single mole is, every single ding, scratch, bruise,
how
scars.
I got this cut, how I got that burn.
And then I'm like, but I don't know nothing about here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing about my crown, my head. And I see these men walking around, they be like, "Yeah, baby, yeah." Like, they seem like, chill, relax. And I'm like, I want to cut my hair off and I want to see what my scalp looks like. How many moles do I have? I got 2, right? One here. And then I got in the back, these gashes in the back of my head that I forgot all about. And then when I looked at them and I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh my God, I remember that. I remember how this happened. I remember how that happened. And just like how, my mom was just trying to make things work and she didn't have the resources for certain things. I thought this, like, I had stitches over here, right? But I thought it was on this side of my head. All these years, I'm thinking it's on this side of my head. I'm like, that's why this side is a little lopsided. That's why I got headaches on this side, because I got stitches over here. No, it's over here. It's over here. Like, so then I'm just like, well, I'm delusional. Why? Like,
I just feel, of course, I've been wearing my hair short for a long, long time. I've only been that short one time. That's when I left the bleach in too long. But my daughter has never seen me without blonde hair. But I just feel like you shave off a good 3 hours a day of your life not messing with your doggone hair.
Yes, it feels so good.
It does. And you can, a lot of women are cheating themselves out of a good life because of their hair. You don't want to ride on the motorcycle. You don't want to swim in the ocean. You don't want to have rough sex.
You don't want to be in the rain. When I tell you, the first time I stepped outside, so I was in Mississippi when I cut it, and I went outside and it started to rain, and it felt like God was giving me a million little kisses all over my head. It felt like I was being blessed or baptized again, or like in all these sensations. I'm like 40 years on this planet and I've never felt these things before. How I get like, they say the hair stand up on the back of your neck. Actually, it stands up all on the back of my head when I like things, people say things or do things, or get those goosebumps all over. I'm like it's the most amazing sensations.
And then they take a situation like that, and then they taint it by comparing you with Britney Spears when she had her little breakdown.
Yeah, but I don't have Britney Spears money. Let's be honest, okay? Nor do I have Britney Spears problems, okay? None of those issues. She got a mama and a daddy who are willing to take care of her and provide for her if she has a mental issue. If I had a mental issue as a Black woman in America whose mom already's mental or whatever, I see what they did to my mama. They put you in handcuffs and they throw you in a mental institution. First, they put you in jail. Then they realize you got a problem. Then they put you in a hospital for some time. Then they put you in an institution. And none of your family come. Like, if your family try to come, it's difficult to get to you. Like, and I got a psychiatrist. I keeps this brain in check because I watched my mom go through it. I keep my mind in check. And that's why I'm always like so honest about how I feel and what I'm going through, because I don't want to end up that way. And if I do end up that way, I want to make sure I have a good support system around me.
Yeah.
And I do got a good support system, but I don't got no mama and daddy to be no conservators for me. And my mama conservative. Yeah. My sister, my mama conservative. Maybe my sister would look out for me too. I doubt it though.
Well, you just really never know.
You don't know till you go through it. You don't know till you go through it. And I've had some mental issues, and when I had them, cutting my hair off was not something I wanted to do. That was not anywhere in the agenda.
But I just think that it's so, like, I've had to do movies or shows where I had to wear wigs before. It drove me insane. I could never be one of them church ladies with the wig on. I'd be done flung it across the church house because I get too hot.
Yeah.
I get too
Just imagine putting that wig on, and then I have a lot of hair, like,
right,
and it's thick, and they have to braid it down, and they got to pull it super tight and super little. So now I got headaches, and there's pins and needles stabbing me in the head, and it's all these things, combs, and like it's just a lot. And now when I put a wig on, it's like putting on a comfy little hat.
Yeah.
And it's like nice. And it looks really real growing up my head because my hair doesn't have it rising up looking like I got a hard hat on, And I call wigs hard hats now because I wear them for work.